All right, we're back. So
Okay,
what do we got here?
I actually went ahead and rolled it already.
Okay.
Astaroth completely whiffed again.
He whiffed. Okay.
But the Thunderhammer Terminator did do 2 wounds.
2 wounds. Okay, here we go. 3 up, phase shifter. 2 saves.
Alright, I lost
Okay, I'm
combat,
ready.
but I'm fearless, so...
Okay, but the Terminators aren't fearless. Oh no, they add the thing too, right?
No.
Terminators aren't fearless.
Yeah, I did get the Red Thirst, yeah.
Oh, okay, great.
Because there was it's actually, he's the only one
All right,
who does
that's
it.
it.
Or no,
So, okay. Do you want to call it yet?
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
I've had a lot of fun.
Yeah, let's go home. Okay, Ren, you do your Redux first. So you do MVP, LVP.
Oh, yes. So,
And it can be based on particular performance this game.
So I actually say my MVP.
You know who your LVP is?
My,
Your dice.
Yeah. My dice.
I'm going to go buy new dice. That's what I'm going to do.
That's what I'm gonna do. No, I actually thought everything did okay. It was just super bad, to be honest.
Yeah, you didn't make all those charges,
Yeah.
and that would
Yeah,
have
that hurt
changed the
bad.
game notably.
I was like, oh, that's in. I should make all those charges, or
It
at
just
least
really-
one. But it was like bam, bam,
Right.
bam, bam.
Well, how would that have gone differently? I wouldn't have been able to shoot you down.
Well, and the
But of
Death
course, you
Company-
may have just killed these 2 units, and that may have been the only
Death
difference.
Company wouldn't have been hit with as much as they did.
Oh, that's right. I wouldn't have just wiped them out.
Because
They
I
would have been
would've just
rampaging.
out in the open right there.
Right.
That
Now,
hosed me.
that is interesting, but that's not necessarily true. Because all the Immortals did was just tie up this one unit of 2 guys. Oh, but they would have been toasted. But see, then it would have been the same shooting phase again.
Well, no, because I would have been over here and
All right.
been able to position myself
Well,
close to your warriors.
yeah.
And kind of out of the way of some of the more.
Now, that's true. Well, shoulda, woulda, coulda, don't get you 10 cents to buy a donut.
That's not how it went down.
That's what my dad used to say.
Actually, this unit did do pretty good on holding up the race.
Or was that Clint Eastwood in a movie? I get so confused on that point. Okay, go ahead.
No, I did do a pretty good job of holding some.
By the way, I was raised by Clint Eastwood. I'm actually an orphan, and so when I say my dad, I really mean Clint Eastwood.
You actually grew up watching Clint.
Watch me get a slander notice from Clint Eastwood. Be like,
So,
don't associate me with you. Wait, was that Christian Bale? Was that Jack Donaghy from 30 Rock? Let's have a talking like this contest. Okay, go ahead, Ren. So what else? You know what, Ren? You need a new army.
I do.
Okay, so what's Ren's next army going to be? Come on.
Chaos. That's why.
Oh,
I
you're doing that.
I have.
Why do people
always
do
played
that?
Chaos.
Ren, do a different army while you're waiting for chaos to finally come out.
Oh, I've been waiting so long.
Not going to do it.
I'm bringing back.
By the way, I don't do that anymore. If the book's coming out, not getting that army, I'm getting one that's already out. I'm getting an army in its prime. That's right. Necrons are in their prime. Imperial Guard in their prime. Grey Knights in their prime.
Well,
What else is in their
the
prime?
thing is,
Tyranids are in their prime. Well,
Because like
Kind
Dark
of.
Angels was my first army, so I'm
Yeah.
excited about those. coming out.
oh, you got everything coming out for you.
Yeah, like got Dark
You're a
Angels
happy
and
man.
Yes, it's where I'm like, I thought about doing Necrons, but I just Dark Angels and Chaos. Those have always been like my 2 favorite armies. You know, like those are my love armies.
By the way, you're unlikely to be attacked by a hawk with that shirt on. You're like a Luna moth.
I'm like a scarecrow.
Yeah, that's right. Crows don't come here. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Now I don't know what was I saying.
I wanted to point out that this army that Rin's playing is one of the most inexpensive armies to duplicate. So split it in 2 or 3 payments. Call for a quote. I was going to refer back to this 2-year-old special that we're doing, but then I remembered. I'm like, bing, James coming up to me and going, Sean, don't announce specials from the hip on YouTube without notifying me, because people call and I don't know what's going on. And so, yeah. By the way, with my company, you get to hear a lot more about the company than most companies let you know. In fact, that's kind of incorporated modus operandi, just keep everything close to the vest. And I don't know. I'm not feeling that. I like to be in touch with my customers. Clients. I prefer clients, actually. All right, so, okay, now, oh, we're going. Okay, fantastic. First off, love my Rust Necrons. Real excited. Going to keep this army. For the time being, I've actually started thinking, I think teal Necrons needs to be what happens. But I've got, no reason to worry about that. Definitely seeing this one through October Valhalla. But you never know when I'm going to change my mind, right? So, there's October 10th Valhalla. I still think there's one ticket for that. So, and you can also get what's called an event pass, which is you stay locally. You just drive up to Sundance. It's like a 10 or 15 minute drive typically, and so you get all the food and the wargaming and the company. Be up there 16 hours a day. You just don't have a bed up there, and that's fantastic. I do believe those are $350 right now. By the way, don't quote me on prices. Because it's all limited time here, meaning a year from now, don't see this video and be like, oh, that's how much it is, or that's how it is, because we change things and write them down differently. Okay, so secondly, but I do think there is one slot open. Oh, I've heard a Mantic is coming out. So we're going to have Mantic, Mini Wargaming, and Worthy Painting. Nick from Worthy Painting is flying in from the UK to spend 4 awesome days of food, fun, wargaming, talking, and awesome environment up in Sundance, world-class resort. It's gonna be awesome. And we got our sights on Park City next year, so I'll let you know how that goes. Okay, first off, MVP, gonna say Doomsday Arc. Yeah,
wrecked
awesome.
my day.
Yeah, it did wreck your day. That's the vindicator of the Necrons, right?
Yes,
It's a solid choice. Solid choice for that instant death.
Well, I gotta say, like going against this Necron army, it was like running into a brick wall of bullets.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. So I've heard 6th Ed really does kind of shift it a little bit more to shooting. I actually think it's about even. You need that close combat, and close combat can wreck your day. And if Ren had just not flunked all his charge rolls, it would have been a different story. 1,500 or 1,750 point game. By the way, I've got 2,000 points of Necrons here. In fact, no. I have 3,000 points worth of Necrons in my Necron army right now, and I got everything I wanted in my army. Might want to add another Triarch Stalker. But really, I'm happy playing these smaller point games. I think it's funner. I think it gets over like more quickly. It makes more sense, and the board is a little more less crowded. There's more like maneuverability in a 1,500 point game, or 1,750 like this one. All right, well, I'm probably over talking it. I really just I can't get enough of miniatures battles. I love it. This is heaven. Come down to the studio, play a game after hours. And by the way, that was my goal this week, was be down here every single night playing. That's right, Bat Reps.
Yeah.
Bat Reps is Blue Table Painting's thing. We've got all this awesome terrain. We can paint up whole armies at the drop of a hat. By the way, our turnaround time is going like this. Yeah, that's right. So if you check in, if you have a project with us, by all means, check in, see how it's coming. Because quite frankly, those guys downstairs, they're putting the appropriate level of man hours into the projects. And they are, it's serious now. It is with the pods. And by the way, we are doing a thing, and I'm not sure how this is going to work out, but you can request a certain artist if you want. So there's that. And so, because I don't want to lose that boutique custom quality. Yeah, by the way, this is one of Sean's famous rants. Okay, 9:05. All right, so yeah, if your project, because usually we're trying to get stuff from like 10 different sources. So if it's languishing because of that, contact us, and we can push it through what we already have. Like back there's just a ton of stuff that's like 90% fill rate. And so we work really hard to get that get it all filled out. But you know, there's supply issues with a lot of these companies. Not big ones, just little things. All right, I think that's all I got to say. So by all means, contact us for a quote on your project. We are excited to set things up with you.
Oh, and I don't know if we did, but we got to do the shake.
Oh yeah, thank you. Thanks
Thank
for the
you
game,
for the
Greg.
game.
Oh, and you know what I learned, because I'm studying etiquette now, is when you do a handshake, it's web to web. So this part of your hand has to touch that part of their hand to do an appropriate handshake. Don't grab on too hard or too soft or grab on too early.
Don't do a clammy handshake.
No fish. No fish. That's just nice,
Good
firm,
handshake, yeah.
Firm, couple of pumps, and you're good. And with a pleasing countenance. Isn't that lovely?
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, folks.